Hello ladies and welcome to Rock Your Decade. My name is Loretta and on this channel I hope to be a source of inspiration and encouragement to ladies from our 50s, 60s, 70s and beyond on how to navigate life as it is now, because trust and believe it's not the same as when our parents and when our grandparents were in their 50s and 60s and 70s. Things have changed and we need a space in which to discuss things as we go forward. I've got my dog here. This is my third time of trying to video this, and he's woken up and snored and been rude and all the rest of it. So I just thought, you know what, we're going to go forward with this one. Okay, so let's jump into it. I've called this 10 things I'm learning at 60. Okay, and the first thing is age is a privilege. Okay, when we get to 50s and 60s, we begin to realize, whether we want to or not, that life isn't forever. And sometimes we learn that early on in life. And sometimes we're fortunate to go forward, up to our 40s, 50s, before we actually realize that our friends and cousins who might be around the same age or something are going through and are, have passed away or, have become very ill. And so life is a privilege. And I've come to realize that, and I'm taking it by the horns. I'm somebody who was in a coma about, it's almost 6 years now. I had a tracheostomy, I had 2 heart attacks, I had all the things. I had to learn to walk, talk again, everything. I was hospitalized for about 6 months. I went through home rehabilitation, all the things. And I was healthy before then. So it wasn't as if, I wasn't unhealthy and, all these things happened. It actually happened on the day that my dad was getting buried, the day that I was burying my dad. So yeah, it all the things. But, these are the things that I'm grateful for. I'm going to rush through them. I'm not going to try and get this video to be too long. So yes, age is a privilege. And if you haven't realized that and you're in your 50s and 60s, you soon will. And it's not that, I'm evoking something on you. It's just that's life. That is the cycle of life. Okay. The second thing is that with aging comes wisdom. So age is a privilege, but with it also comes knowledge and wisdom. And there are certain things that I'm grateful for, that I have the wisdom to share and the wisdom to use for myself on things that have happened or similar things that are happening. And so, yeah, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to be able to speak to the younger generation. I have a 28-year-old daughter and a 25-year-old son. I have wonderful nieces and goddaughters and all the rest of it. I have, a full family around me, and I'm grateful to share any wisdom that might come, because sometimes you're thinking, where is the wisdom? But it's there. Okay. I'm learning to savor the moment. 1 minute you're here and 1 minute you're not, and so it's wise to actually be present in what we're doing. Some of us are still very busy. We've got parents, some of us have got aged parents, some of us have got very young children still. And so we're still busy. My parents have passed on. My children are older now. One's no longer living with us. She's moved out, bought her own property, and our son is, he's moving on to another country. I don't have the situations of caring for either younger ones or older ones that some of you might be having right now. But I still need to savor the moment, because number one, it's not what time that has gone is not coming back. That's one commodity that is not coming back. But at the same time, where we are in life right now, that's not coming back either. So we only have the present. The future is not ours. We pray for it and we trust God for it. The past is already behind us. What we have is the now. And so yes, it's important that we we're present in the moment. So I'm listening more intently to people when they're talking to me. I'm trying to understand what is going on around me. Yeah, being present in the moment. You see me looking down, I'm looking at my iPad. I've written down some points here. And so, yeah, just to keep me on track. My longevity starts now. And I've realized that I'm 60 years old. I'll be 61 in June. And I realized that I have not been able to fully do all the things that I could do before. And that's not necessarily because of age. It's really because of, me being ill for such a long time with nerve pain and muscle wastage and all the things, and having to work through my illness. But if I want to be independent at 80, then I have to start now. I have to start to learn to get up myself. I'm getting there. I'm putting in the work. And I would encourage you to do so too. To kind of there's something that we can all do. I've been bedridden for months. I couldn't even lift my hand up. I couldn't even wash my teeth. I couldn't even scratch my face or wipe a fly off my face or anything like that. I didn't have that ability to do that. I didn't have the strength. And the thing is, if I want to be independent in my 80s, if I want to play with my grandchildren, if I want to go out with friends, I definitely need to put the work in now. And I've started going to the gym and doing some strength training. Unfortunately, I fell down, I think, about 5 months ago. And that really affected me and many of the things I could do then, like Zumba. I was enjoying Zumba. I couldn't do it. And then February now, about last month, I decided that no, I want to be fit and able. And so I started going to the gym, and I'm enjoying it. I don't do too much. I do the weight training, which is important because it's our skeleton that we need to make sure is strong, our bones, and so that's what I'm doing at the moment. It's also important to pour into myself spiritually, mentally, and physically, which I've just described right now. It's so important. If you're a spiritual person, if you're a believer, if you've got faith, it's important that we pour into ourselves now, through meditation, through reading the word, the scriptures, through communicating and communing with people of other faith as well. It's so important. And I've got to understand that. I'm also understanding what really and truly matters right now. Not everything matters. Not everything matters now. And I'm at that stage where I'm beginning to realize that that's not important. That's important, that's not important. That's important, that's not important. And if it's not important, I can either delay it, put it aside, or even choose not to do it, so that I've got more time for those things that I do want to do, to those things that I do deem important to me and to people who are around me. Okay? So I'm not wasting time on things that don't enhance my life anymore. And that includes people. I mean, if people, they don't want to be with me. Somebody said something on TikTok the other day, and it really resonated with me, is that if people's eyes don't light up when you enter the room, if they're not pleased to see you, maybe you shouldn't be there. Maybe you shouldn't, because time is of the essence. It's something that we won't get back. We can make extra money, but time? No, we can't. And so if I feel that you don't really want me there, even if I want to be there, if I feel that, I'm more of a hindrance than a blessing, then I need to start thinking of other ways I can. If it means that I need to be in touch with you, it means that I have to think of other ways. Maybe we can go to a cafe or something. Maybe we don't have to, meet up in our homes like before. But it's just something I'm beginning to, as I run through my list of things what truly matters. Yes, I've talked about living life more intentionally. I'm learning to process things differently. Not everything's about me. Back in the day when somebody was rude or somebody was offhand, I kind of like thinking, oh, they're rude, and I want to get my tongue out, and I want to say something, and I want to. No. There's no need for that. There is absolutely no need. I'm beginning to process things different, because that person might be going through something, and it might not even be me they're annoyed at. It might not even be me they're potentially trying to be rude to. And I have to look at things and say, is it me? Or was it them? And just move on. Yes, another thing that I've put down here is that I've been here one or twice before, and I'm still here. So, things happen in circles. And there are times when something happens and you think, oh, that happened again, or that happened, blah, blah, blah. And, so-and-so, or, someone went for a job and they didn't get the job, or something like that. And we've been here before, and it all turned out just fine. It's going to be okay. And therefore, I would say, relax. We're still here. It's going to be okay. Okay? And that was the 9th thing. And the 10th thing is that everything I lost made room for something better. So I'm grateful for the closed doors. I'm so grateful. And I'm grateful for the doors that were open, because those ones were closed. Yes. Not every closed door is something terrible. It usually is something good. Either protecting us from something, or allowing us to wait to go into something better. So there you are, my friends. Those are the 10 things that I thought about this morning, and I thought, let me share them. Have any resonated with you? Or maybe there are a few that, I haven't mentioned. Put them down in the comments, because I read all my comments and I'll get back to you. But in the meantime, don't forget to rock your decade. Bye.